there, Johnny Daniel, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. It's Wednesday at 7. How are you? How you doing? If you need a card or some happy mail, let me know. So that's what we're all about, right? I just emailed about the card tree. If anybody wants to join in, please let me know. I'd be happy to start another branch of that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, contact me and ask me. Couple things to note. Stampin' Up is still shipping, so they have not been shut down. They are a little bit slower right now, so things are delayed a tiny bit, and the reason being is because they're doing split shifts, so everybody can be a little more distant. So just understand that normally what would take 1 to 2 days to process is taking 2 to 3, sometimes even 4. So just, you know, when you normally ask me, hey, when does it come? Just add about 2 to 3 days to that and then ask me. I'm doing the best I can, and like everybody else, and we will get there. I've mailed out all of the rewards, so you should be getting those either today or tomorrow. I've also mailed out thank yous to Club. Thank you, by the way, for being part of Club. Let's see, what else have I've mailed out quite a bit this month since that's the way we do it right now. Let's see. I've also debuted the Stamp of the Week class, which is a fully online class that's going to run Monday through Saturday this week. So if you would like to be a part of that, please let me know before Saturday. It is on the blog, if I can speak. It is on the blog, and if you look, there's a tab for Stamp of the Week. When I put you down, you'll be able to see the blog address, but it is stampingwithjohnny.com, and then you could do / Stamp of the Week, and you would get to it. There's 4 different options on how to order and all kinds of things to hopefully get you creating and get your mind off of what's going on in the outside world, because we all need a mental break as well as a physical break. Make sure you keep moving. So that is the online class. Something for you to look forward to not next Monday. Sorry, I misspoke. Next week, card class is canceled for obvious reasons, right? But the week after, the 13th to the 18th, yes, I had to verify, is the next completely online class. So be looking for more information on that. And let's see, last but not least, there's more on Rubber Rummage, of course. I moved it tentatively to April 18th, but now it looks like I'm gonna have to move it again. So honestly, just be aware that as soon as things start going this way, then we will look at rescheduling that, like everything else, right? Couple things I did want to show you. This is the card envelope or wallet for the online class. Okay, so that is one of the projects that you're going to be able to create. I really wanted to focus on something that was easily mailable, because I figured you guys were probably looking for things to be able to encourage other people, and then also to learn something new to keep brainwaves active. So this is another one. This is using a new technique called thumping. Not what your neighbors are doing right now with their music, but yes, literally thumping. And we have another card here. This one here has a pop-up. And then you're gonna do 6 of these guys. I figured you might need some easier ones to get something out in the mail for the people that are helping you out, or you just want to touch base with and say, hello, we're okay, you're okay, and all that kind of stuff. So that's going to be a bonus with whichever option you choose. So please let me know how that works. Give me feedback on how it can be better, even if you choose to not order it right now, because I know things are topsy-turvy. So, but please give me feedback. Definitely read through it. So, let's see. Without anything else, I'm gonna put you down and we'll get to creating, okay? So hold on. So I hope everybody's doing okay. Hey Lise, how are you? I just hit some button. Oh well. It's always something. All right, 1 second. I'm gonna adjust a tiny bit. Okay. So if you're on with me, please say hello, give a comment, share, do a watch party later, you know, all those fun things. This is what helps me stay in business because life is always interesting, isn't it? We'll just say that. Okay, so let's see here. Hi, Elise. How are you, hun? So, all right. So follow me, stampingwithjohnny.com. If you're looking for the virtual class, it'll be on that page and you'll look for the tab First Stamp of the Week. YouTube, I upload my lives to YouTube every single week. So it'll probably be up tonight or first thing in the morning, depending on how things go. Now that Facebook has fixed a lot of their buttons, life is getting easier again with technology. And then if you'd like to order, johnnydaniel.stampinup.net. Love to see an order from you. Thank you, Lise, by the way. But if you want to do the virtual online class, just contact me so we can get options for you. All right, just getting some water down because that's what you got to do. So if you guys didn't know it, no fooling. Today, of all days, is the day that the Ornate Garden Suite goes live for you. April 1st to May 31st. Now, this is not going to be one of those like the Christmas suite or whatever it was. Hi, Iris. How are you, hun? So this is not going to be one of those one-time suites, okay? This for a month or 6 weeks and then it's gone forever. No. So what this is an early release from the new annual catalog that's starting in June, okay? So this is going to, basically if you buy it now, it's going to be good from June until the end of May, guaranteed. Okay, so you'll be able to get new ideas and more of the paper and all that kind of stuff without having to worry. Okay, unless the world like turns upside down, which it's halfway there, and I'm working on standing on the edge so it tips back over. How about you? So I wanted to go through this really quick with you. If you buy the whole suite, which is everything on the pages, it's $136.75. But there's the ornate bundles. So we've got a bunch of words, a bunch of borders, and then the paper. And honestly, this flyer, while it's okay, and then we've got layer dies here. We've got ornate style stamp set. We've got some new gems, we've got some new ribbon, and we've got a new embossing folder. What I thought you would probably prefer, and I want you guys to pay attention, maybe get a piece of scratch paper, grab a pen, write on your arm, whatever you gotta do, okay? What I want you to do as I go through is I want you to tell me what you like. We're not gonna focus on dislike. So what you like about each product, and if you don't, just stay quiet, no problem. And then at the end, I want you to tell me what your favorite is. Like for me, it's usually the dies, and it's usually the gems, and it's usually the paper. The stamps, it depends on what coordinates with it. And honestly, I'm not a big ribbon person. I'm trying to be, but usually I'm not. So alrighty, so let's get to it, shall we? So this is the, I should keep this close, huh? So I know all the words. So this is the Ornate Floral 3D embossing folder. And I'm looking for something dark on my table really quick. Hold on, so you can see what it looks like, because I know it's very hard to see right now. So let's do that, shall we? I hope that helps. I'm waiting for the screen to catch up to me, and then maybe you can tell me thumb up, thumb down if you like it, if you see it, because honestly, I'm like, it's kind of hard to tell when it's like this, right? So I'm hoping that gives you enough. Yeah. All right. Cool. Thank you, by the way. All right, so that is the embossing folder. Then we have the ribbon, which I've taken off the spools because I didn't have much of it left. Yes, really. For club, I had done a sample pack of the combo pack of ribbon and the gilded gems, and so I've already reordered this. We're just gonna say that. All right, so this is the combo Ornate Garden Ribbon Combo Pack. Say that 3 times fast, huh? And the colors are terracotta tile and old olive, if you're wondering. Then there's the gilded gems. So great gold faceted gems. Different shape than what we normally have, so very cool. Hey, if you joined me, say hello. How are ya? So this is the Ornate border dies. You've already seen probably a couple things I've done with this. It's got 9 pieces. Yes, I put that on there so when I have a whole pile of stuff on the table, I know that 9 pieces need to go in here. Now, it's not necessarily the right 9 pieces, but at least I get close, right? I sometimes get very messy. So, yeah, it's definitely been different in my craft room since I haven't been doing in-person classes. And that's all I'm going to say about that. It's actually fairly clean right now, but yeah. It was about 14 layers deep the other day. Stuff was starting to fall off the table, and I looked and I went, uh-oh, okay, I better do something about this. So this is the Ornate Layers dies. There's 8 pieces in it. There's all kinds of frames in the center. Yes, they're curlicue. Yes, they're filigree. And yes, they cut out quite nicely as long as you do them twice. If you only do it once, there's like one corner on each of the dies that kind of sticks. And it's probably honestly my big shot just being used and abused. So, but I will say that it cuts out okay. All right. So that is the Ornate Layers dies. Pretty. And actually I'll leave this one out because that is what we are going to be using tonight. All right, so this is the Ornate Thanks stamp set. So we've got thank you, we've got so grateful and thanks, and then a whole bunch of stuff, right? So here's a card, you're amazing for all you do. Why? Why thanks, I'm hoping, not why are you grateful. From the bottom of my heart, just to name a few, for everything. So it's a good set if you don't already have a whole bunch of thank yous or that font or whatever you want to say. And then the Ornate style, this is gorgeous when it's colored. And this is actually fairly easy to cut out. This is a great corner piece. I haven't quite decided on this one yet of what to do with it because I haven't played a lot with it, but a good deal. Okay. And last but not least, I think, yeah, I was checking to make sure. Okay. This is, oh nice, little spider. I don't know about you, but it's springtime in the desert, right? That's just our very vanilla. I don't know why that's in here. All right. Probably because I was doing projects. All right, so this is the Ornate Garden Specialty Designer Series paper. Say that 14 times fast. Okay. No, thank you, by the way. So it does have some foiling in it. This is gold foiling. And hopefully I can catch this so you can see it. And then of course there's a reverse. Almost looks like the wallpaper I used to have in my bedroom as a little girl. So, yeah. Yes, really? Okay. And then we've got a daisy pattern. Very cool. And then on the back, if you don't like flowers, you've got this filigree, almost, what kind of tile is that? Delft tile? Anyways, not the point. And I know that's the blue, but hey, you know? Okay. All right, and then we've got daisies and what kind of flowers are those? Does anybody know? I'm trying to remember. Is that a begonia? Anyways, not the point, right? And then on the back, just some basic green floral background. Okay. And then I think we already did the daisy. Yep, we did. I've cut and peeled some of it apart. So then we have a similar small floral pattern. And then on the back, we have an old olive with a filigree gold pattern. Okay. Hey, Jode, how are you, honey? Good to see ya. Maybe one day we'll be able to get together again, huh? Never thought I'd have to say that, huh? All right. So we've got that. I believe that's the same thing. Yes. And I believe I showed you that already. I don't remember. But anyways, this is also in the online class. You'll get a piece of this. Okay. Let's see what we got here. So this is another floral pattern. Do you see the garden, right? So you're going to have a lot of floral. You're going to have a lot of leaves. And then on the back, you've got a nice filigree, loose filigree, mint macaron with gold. Okay, gold foiling. And I believe this is the same one. Yes, because there's 2 to a pack. And then last but not least, we've got some bright daisies. I like the paper too. I didn't think I would because on the flyer, not so much. In the photos, not so much. But Zinnia, thank you, Iris. But yeah, I like the paper in person, not so much in the photos, which has become a theme for this year. And then we've got small floral with some foiling, just whisper white with some gold foiling. So that is what you get with the suite. And I forgot to change this. I did do Deb's card. So, all right, so what I've done ahead is I've grabbed a piece of thick whisper white cardstock. I've cut it at 4 1/4 by 11. And I've scored at 5 1/2. If you're doing card bases, this is a pretty typical one. The other one would be 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. But tonight's is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Okay? So you want to fold, let's see. All right, this is for Shawnee. Is she on? I'm not sure. But anyways, so the bump side, the valley side, not the mountain side, is the side that goes out. So the mountains get folded in and the valleys get shown to the light when it comes up, when we decide to do our cards, right? So I'm going to just put that card base away. If you guys have been following me on my blog, this was actually yesterday's technique. So this is out of the, which dies? The Ornate Frames, Ornate Layers dies. I will get it. So this is this guy. And then there's a middle piece that I've cropped a bit. One note for this, do not use your paper trimmer when you've got all this filigree going on, because it will scrunch it up and make it not so much. Okay, so that's why it's a little bit smaller than I intended. All right, so for tonight I've got a piece of basic black cardstock cut in a mat of 5 1/4 by 4. So what I'm gonna do tonight, and this is off of the technique, the Wacky Wednesday, kind of the theme for the week, shall we say, is to grab a whole bunch of these frame dies and just place them on the card. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna grab my snips or my scissors, and I'm just gonna cut one in half, because there's pieces and parts that are gonna be missing, right? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I am just, now, what's the best way? The best way is I'm gonna put it on here, because if it's a little bit sticky, I can always use some Goo Gone for my scissors, right? Okay, so what I want is I want this one in the center. So let's do that one. Okay, and then I am just doing snail in the middle here. I am not worrying about how we're just gonna get it done, right? Okay, you do want to put enough glue to make sure that enough attaches to your actual card. How we doing, guys? Is this making sense? Okay, so the front of your card base is going to look like this. The back is going to look like extras, parts and pieces, right? So I'm going to add some snail adhesive, especially on the end that's not going to get cut off. So I'm just going to add here. And you can add it any which way you want. Doesn't matter. But I had to pick a way, right? So we're going to add here and add here. One thing to note too, if you have a bent edge or some pieces that didn't come out, what you might want to do is make sure that's the part that you cut off. But I didn't do that, so it's okay. So I'm making kind of an abstract card, and I'm just going to put this over it with some dimensionals. I was thinking that I might want to have some cards that I could just stamp real quick in the middle, because some people might need encouragement or something else. I do also need to send a welcome to Pam, who's brand new on the team. She joined yesterday. So if you see her online, tell her congrats, because she joined the team yesterday. And I'm just going to add this here and see what we get. And then obviously I'm going to go around and I'm going to trim this so we can fit this in an envelope, and so it doesn't look like a raggedy mess. Okay? Yes, really, that's what I'm going to call it, a raggedy mess. So I'm just going to trim around here. So I have to ask you guys, you saw the products. What's your favorite? Do you know? Is it the word stamps? Is it the big flower in the stamp set? Is it the paper? Is it the gems? Is it the ribbon? Like, what's your favorite out of that? I have some people that collect ribbon, and that's what they tell me. So, I'm just curious what you think is the best out of that, the best design out of it. The paper is a little bit more expensive. It's got foiling on quite a bit of the pieces. That's what you're paying for, but it is a normal size stack, so that's why it's $14 instead of $11.50. Sometimes our specialty paper comes in a smaller stack, and that's why we have what we do. And then the pricing is usually according to that, but this time they did a full stack, so we gotta, you know, give it to them for that, and then I guess pay a little extra, huh? So I've got that. And I'm gonna put some snail adhesive here. Paper and the gems. Okay, thanks, Lise. And I know it's different than what I normally do. I wanted something a tiny bit more monochromatic. I wanted something a little bit more elegant, more modern feel with a hint of filigree. I don't know if I've hit that or not, but it's different than what I normally do. So enjoy. It's a card with no stamping, by the way, which is kind of weird too, right? So follow me, stampingwithjohnny.com. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you're doing okay. If you need anything, not that I can come to you, but I can listen. So give me a call, contact me, let me know if you need anything, or if I can mail you anything. I do have adhesive still here, so if you're doing a whole bunch of crafting and you love the dies, I do too. I really do. And that brush addition to the take your pick tool, thank you, that brush addition is a very happy addition right now because you can roll it and not a problem. So anyways, so follow me, stampingwithjohnny.com. Give me some feedback on the new online class, because I'm going to be doing these a little more regularly, at least for the time being, and we will see how it goes. Thank you so much, and have a great night. Thank you. Bye-bye.